What's up everyone, this is Schirach talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about Battle with Black X Fighters, the new event that is related to SaGa Frontier Remaster, also the new banner that has plenty of styles, a good banner. I made a review, and this event is pretty hard because the enemies have tons of HP, high agility. I think that the second wave has enemies with 130,000 HP, that's too much, so you need to bring the best characters to be able to handle the situation. We have 20 stages here. The enemies have, well, different attacks. You should not care too much. They are weak to Slash, Blunt, and Sun. So you need to bring AoEs because there are two ways with multiple enemies. So the best strategy to run here is one with Saruin, xMas, Urpina, and Leon. But I don't know if you have them. I will be showing other strategies as well. This one uses Amazon Raid X formation. We place Saruin on the front, and he's using this weapon because we'll be using his physical attack and not his spell. You should increase the miles to 16 so that he always uses destructive blow. He's also on the front line, so he will always use AoE. Then Leon has a delay attack with Steel Blade Light, so he will always only use Imperial Glory on the second wave, also buffing status so that we attack the enemies before they attack us. The second wave has enemies with even higher agility. And then the other character is Urpina. And why Urpina? Because she deals the highest amount of damage with 2 AoEs besides Saruin. She just uses Mirage Blade twice in a row, just increase Holy Shiny's word to 15, and that will be good enough. Also, Leon buffs the turn 1 damage of everyone. That allows this to run 2 trainees, and it's the best one. Let's check. Okay, so what we have here in the first wave are enemies with around 70,000 or close to 80,000. Not exactly 80,000. It's easy to kill them if your Saruin buff his passive, but this formation does not rely on that. So the red enemies are the ones that survive most. See Imperial Glory, nice Imperial Sword. Now everyone has higher agility, they will attack before the enemies. These enemies have very good damage, and if they attack before you like they just did, sometimes even buffing yourself, you may get attacked. Then Urpina will finish them with Mirage Blade Plus. It's good that you use Sword plus stuns instead of using full HP, because these things can happen. Now, if you don't have Leon, I know that he's been released a long time ago and he just didn't get a rerun yet. You can't bring Final Emperor Global X style. Just leave as he is. Imperial Sword has higher priority than Will Swing Plus, a skill that you can add as inheritance, and again, it's an inheritance that comes from a very old style. So Mirage Blade Plus, and then now he uses Imperial Sword, and it should be enough to kill them. If it's not enough, bring someone in the back as Trainee. Well, the other character that can replace Leon is Leonard, and what you have to do here is decrease his speed and inherit Will Swing Plus, because Overflowing Feelings, his number 3 skill, is kinda too fast. So by doing this, Will Swing Plus has a lower priority. It will be saved for the second turn. Yes. Next one, we have Forneus on the front line of Amazon Raid X again. This guy has a Spinning Trample. This attack comes from his S style and it's pretty powerful, doing blunt damage too. And he can use twice in a row. Another one that can do very good damage twice in a row is Gray with Marvelous Slash. And this one uses slash damage. Increase Scatter Petals to 15. Then we have Leon that buffs everyone else damage and will help with turn 2. You can bring 2 trainees on this one too. So, Spinning Trample is very powerful on turn 1. Marvelous Slash will be used, and the good thing about Leon is that you know that he will never attack on turn 1, allowing you to save resources to kill the enemies on the second wave. And since this one is maybe easier to build for some people, it still works. Yeah, they are all dead. Next one uses Deadly Pierce X, and we have many characters that are from the rerun banner now. So we have in the front line Fuse, because Fuse will just increase damage, and he does a very powerful attack with Morale up, increasing the damage of everyone. Only on turn 2. Okay, so having him on the front will decrease his speed, so he only acts on the second turn, just like Leon. Roufas is here because of some machine gun and not cannon blade. We're gonna use this twice in a row. And similarly, we have Commando Emelia that we use Ricochet Parade and then Total Shot. We don't need Ultra Hour. here we will need a little extra help from someone that can do AoE. In this case, I'm training my Global X Annie, but it can even be other version of Annie with Mirage Blade. It should be enough damage. Okay, so turn 1, we will only be attacking with Emelia and Roufas with their AoEs. Ricochet Parade is kind of very powerful, and Submachine Gun. Together they deal around 80,000. Now, I do believe that they will need extra help here. I'm not so sure if they will on this run, but sometimes the red on enemies just get alive. Well, in this case, it would not happen since we got a combo with Annie. And one more thing, it does not need to be Annie, it can be any AoE attacker that deals at least 5,000 damage and it will be enough. Now, there is another strategy. This one is not for everyone, I know, because it needs 2 very powerful martial artists. That is Red. He's on a banner now, but it also depends on having Coppelia together. In this case, Coppelia is using Punishing Combo, and then we are using Punishing Fist with Red. Actually, you can replace Red from the first limited Boston from Forneus banner. Here on the middle, I have Azami. She will use her Little Witch's attack twice in a row. And we will need an extra attacker in the back, a turn 2 attacker that will help. In this case, I'm bringing Fuse because he's on a banner, but it can also be the latest Byunei by inheritance of Rising Earth or any other turn 2 attacker. Okay, so, well, Punishing Combo is kind of overkill here. We'll be attacking the same units 2 times. Coppelia does not have that many other options. In this case, Azami did enough damage, because Fuse in the back kinda helps with blunt damage. And then, because of that, we have Punishing Combo with Red on the second wave. This don't always happen, it depends on the power of your characters. Punishing Combo is always stronger than Punishing Fist. Here on this case, you see, it's a little overkill, but still requires 4 units. Now, speaking about overkill, we do have one formation in strategy that does not let the enemy attack. It's all based on fast attackers and also very high agility ones. We have Byunei here on the top. She has Rising Earth as inheritance, and because Rising Flower Storm is a delayed attack, she will only attack on the second turn always. Here on the front, we have Zenon in the dex position. He will use Noble Cross on turn 1 and then Light Needles on turn 2. Then we have here also Urpina, and she uses normal setup with Holy Shiny Sword and Sun Flash. And we also have Coppelia, and she will use Artema Soul, but on the turn 2 only, so increase that to 14. We can bring one Trainee too. Okay, so turn 1 we have 2 fast attackers and they will kill the enemies, that is Zenon and Urpina. The good thing is that they still have a way to do AoE on turn 2. Although now their attacks are not fast, it still deals good damage and they still have high agility. Artema Soul deals a lot, but Coppelia just dies after that. Rising Earth should do enough damage, then Light Needles and Sun Flash. Because these enemies are fast, they can still not beat Urpina and Zenon most of the time. Well, another strategy brings stun into the game. We have Christmas Ray. She will use Cat's Play. We can increase Thunder Roar to 13, and she will stun both waves. Then on the top we have Creator. He's here because he deals good damage with Time Q or Fiat Lux. If he skips a turn, he'll use Fiat Lux, that's even stronger. Then there is Emelia, because she's an AoE machine, she will always use AoE. Even if she skips a turn. Then we have Matriarch in the front. It can be either this Matriarch with Brandish inherited, the first one using Brandish, or the third one using the fast attack that I forgot the name. I don't have that one yet. And you can bring one Trainee. Okay, so even while on the agility position, Ray will have enough intelligence to stun everyone. Yes. So, Cat's Play will stun them, and then any character will do damage here. Oh, we even got Monk Blood to attack. We got Ricochet Parade before, well, Creator, and it usually happens since Commando Emelia has such a high agility. And if he attacks only on turn 2, he will do even more damage with Fiat Lux. Cat's Play again, they are all stunned. With that, they don't offer a threat. We didn't kill them. So maybe we need to bring a little more damage in the trainee slot. Well, on the same idea of having a stun inflictor to stop the enemies from attacking in wave 2, we have here Schirach. She has this attack called Wind of the Night Wind, and this one does stun and it's fast. So you have to increase that to 11 and Dark Nebula to 15, and she will stop that on wave 2. If you want to train your Rukh, you can still train Hammer Roll, just increase Nutcracker to 14. Yes, you can increase Nutcracker to 14 and he will use Hammer Roll on the second wave. I also have Gray here and it's easy to use him, just give Marvelous Last 6 and we'll swing plus on 13 with Scattered Petals. Same. I'm still using on the front line Saruin, but it can also be Christmas Urpina if you want, so that we have enough damage to kill 2 waves. Okay, so right on wave 1, character that will be attacking is the front line, in this case Saruin, and well, Rukh doesn't have high agility, so Ray will be the second. In this case, he even attacked after the enemy. Ray, you need a little more agility. Here, on the second wave, we have Schirach stopping and all with Hymn of the Night Wind, so that they will not attack before me. Destructive Blows pretty powerful, Marvelous Slash, and finishing up with Hammer Roll. All of them are dead. This was the last strategy, guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye.